Liverpool win 4-1 at Anfield against Newcastle. Fans are back. We're making noise, and Konate gives one of his best performances on an emotional night. Welcome to a hungover edition of Kop That, episode 5. Well, that was good, wasn't it? A great win at Anfield. We needed that league win. It was a great performance. We needed that performance. The manager needed the supporters to be as they were. It hasn't been like that for a long time. Good on everybody that went the game. I'd like to think that all the boo boys stayed at home, gave the tickets to someone else, or maybe they've stepped up. Good, and long may it continue. It's kind of weird what united everybody in a bad refereeing performance. Newcastle were playing for set pieces so much in the first 20 minutes or so. There was dives, there were things that shouldn't have been, free kicks and corners and fucking all kinds. There were people going down easy. There's corners all over the place. There's free kicks, always in dangerous areas. And you could feel it in the crowd, the frustration, that sense of injustice, that sense of fucking, we need to fight back against this. And it united everyone. The atmosphere was great as soon as Liverpool got past that period, and we defended it really well. As soon as we got past that period, we were flying, and everybody was feeling it. And maybe that's all we needed. It was a bad ref. Who'd have thought the game changer would be that? Some player performances, apart from coming out well, and one really good save. Alisson wasn't all that busy, really. Did what he needed to do. Nothing he could really do for the goal. And just stayed solid. Did his job, etc., as Roy Keane would say. Up front, just a little mention of Gakpo, who looked well up for this. Disappeared for large parts of the game. But man, he went on a run early on, and that got everybody up. He was trying different things. He was going on his left. He was just trying. He looked a totally different player to the one we saw on Wednesday. If this guy turns up for games, bring it on. Salah he had a bad game. Let's face it. Some of that's down to him. Another one of those where he tries to poke it in with his left foot instead of taking it on his right. But a lot of the time, it felt like he was isolated. He was looking for a pass inside. He was looking for a cross inside. But there was no one really near him to help him. I feel like those parts are something that they could absolutely work on. He is still in dire need of a good connection with Bates and Ekatike. And it hasn't happened so far. But he's still drawing defenders out just by existing. I think he was doubled up on for most of the game. So, if his presence does that, cool. We need a bit more in the way of someone for him to link up with. And for him to actually have some support down that side, which is difficult, obviously, when you're playing with no recognised right back. But yeah, that could have been a lot better. But, he was there. He helped. Vert and Ekatike, I'm doing them both as a pair. These two are the future. They are Liverpool's future. They are really, really starting to come together. I can't wait to see what this produces. Once we've built more of a squad around them, I can't wait to see what happens. And Vert, I think he got man of the match, didn't he? Maybe. Possibly could have. Assists, goals. He's bringing it all to the table now. Ekatike, he is a nightmare for defenders. He really is, and he's so cocky in how he goes about some of this stuff. How do you deal with it? Because he backs it up. How do you deal with that? I don't want to know, and I hope nobody does deal with it. But he had another great game. And again, long may that continue. Good to see him back amongst the goals. I liked it. The game itself, Newcastle started quite hot, trying to bury Liverpool on the set pieces. for the first 20 minutes, half an hour. So many. I think they had, was it 9 corners and 9 free kicks or something in the first half hour. And they got, we defended them really well. They got like a questionable free kick. Looked a bit of a dive, to be honest, which they hit the post. That, I think, is as close as they came. Liverpool started to get on top, played their way into the game, and then against the run of play, Newcastle on the counter, get to the edge of the 18-yard box. McAllister makes a tackle, inadvertently assists Gordon, who puts a good finish into the far corner. Newcastle 1-0 up, right as Liverpool started to get into the game. It didn't take too long for Verts to start wriggling his way into the box and put a nice left-footed ball across to Ekitike. Good finish, 1-1. And then something that's been compared to Torres. I'm seeing this compared to Torres quite a lot. Ekitike just drifts past his man, those long legs of his, and takes a shot early, taking the keeper off guard. Just pokes the ball in some cocky, casual fashion into the far corner, and we're ahead. And honestly, we're on top all the way through this. I feel like we've gone through the danger area now. The danger part of the game is gone, as far as Liverpool are concerned. Second half, same again. Honestly, we didn't concede too much at all in terms of chances. Bates gets a great goal, lovely finish, 3-1. And, at the end of the game, we get a corner. Konate kind of fluffs his lines over the bar with his feet, doesn't get his head to it, with his feet. And commentary points out that he scored 1 goal at Anfield in the league. And all of his goals have been with his head, and that's probably why he missed with his feet. But then, mere minutes later, if that, we get a corner again. Falls to Konate again, and as if it was written in the stars, he gets his goal in front of the Kop, and you see the emotional response. Alisson running the full length of the pitch to celebrate with someone who has himself scored an emotional goal like that. It was really good to see that, and I feel like, one, Konate needed that, and he deserved that, because he had a great game. That was one of his best performances in a Liverpool shirt. He was superb. I think he had like 100% tackle success rate or something like that. He made 10 clearances, like an interception somewhere as well. Like, he had a great performance. But the time away from the pitch, I feel like that, for his game, obviously for personal reasons it was a bad thing, but for his game, it's helped him in some way. And it was really good to have this Konate back. We've missed our Ibu, and I hope this carries on. I hope he's flying from now to the end of the season. Good on him. And normally this part is where, all the post-game stuff and what have you, it's normally reserved for me complaining. But honestly, I've got nothing to really complain about. I thought it was a great performance, a much needed performance in a game that had a lot of pressure on it. I feel like Slot needed this. The supporters needed that performance from themselves, which was great. That's the Anfield I know, under the lights. And hopefully that kind of outside noise is all we're going to be hearing for a while. And I feel like Arne Slot deserves a lot of credit for this week after the Bournemouth game. And it's kind of good to see more people at least, give him that credit. Because he's nailed it since that Bournemouth game, and we needed this. We needed this week. 10 goals scored, 1 conceded. Hardly conceded any chances. Arne Slot talked about being better in both boxes. And we have been. And given the City game is next week, that's why we needed this. We needed this, and I'm so happy that we've got it. There's no better way to go into that game. City are playing midweek as well, which might do us a favour. But there's no better way to go into that game. And I'm hoping Anfield is bouncing again. And I'm hoping for a performance anything close to this. Other than that, it's kind of weird. It's a great week for Liverpool. Another great performance. And I haven't got much to add, but not much to say about it because there's no complaints. And everything that was good, we've just talked about. And I'd like more videos to be like this. Honestly, I want the next episode. I want episode 6 to be like this. Let's just hope it happens, and let's try and keep this good mood going. Shall we? Shall we have fun? Being Liverpool supporters for a bit. Let's fucking do it. Let's fucking go. Yeah, I'll be back next week. It'll be Liverpool play Sunday, 4:30 kickoff. So episode 6 will be out Monday at 5. Hopefully, carrying on the positive vibes. But we've got a week to enjoy this, so let's just enjoy it and see where we are next week. I'll see you then. As always, up the Reds, slot in.